Namaste, dear students. As usual, first of all, I want to welcome you to our English class of grade 9. I hope you are eagerly waiting to learn English. So, are you ready? Good. And today we are going to begin new unit. And can you tell me which is the unit that we are going to begin today? Wow, good. We are going to start unit 14. So, are you ready with your necessary materials? And the materials are your English textbook, notebook, and pen or pencil. Are you ready with them? Good job. If so, we are going to start our today's class. Now, you all should be very much active, okay? Now, can you tell me what is the thematic title of this unit? You can turn to your book and you can see and tell me quickly, Have you got it? Good job. Dear students, our thematic topic of Unit 14 is History and Civilization. Have you got it? Well done. Now, you can see getting started there. So, look at the picture and talk about human evolution. So, what do you see in the picture there? Yes, there are people, okay? And what do you see there? So, it is the development of human beings, okay? At first, you can see the furry body, and then you can find, and finally you can find Homo sapiens. So, first of all, we have Australopithecus, So, this is how we people are in these days today. So, we live in the houses, we cook food, we wear this very nice dress, but many years ago in the ancient time, people did not do that one. So, it means, I hope you might have guessed, we are going to talk about history and civilization. So, have you got it? Well, if so, now we are going to start reading 1, and under reading 1 we have what? Can you tell me? Okay, don't worry. So, before starting our text, I just like to ask you a few questions. Now, look at the following pictures and answer these questions. So, what is the name of the invention shown in the picture? Dear students, you can see here the picture, okay? So, what is the name of the invention here? Is it a coin or is it a wood, carved something there? What do you guess? Oh, it's difficult for you to say. Don't worry, we'll know it later, okay? Next question is, who was it developed by? Who developed it? Can you tell me now? Yes, you are right. Now, this is the Maya Empire. So, our title of this text is the Maya Empire, okay? Now, I am going to read this paragraph as a model reading. You have to listen to me very carefully, and then I will ask you questions also while reading, and you have to find out the information, and at the same time we will discuss the words meanings too. Are you ready for it? Well, now let me read the first paragraph as a model paragraph. The Maya Empire. The Maya Empire, centered in the tropical lowlands of what is now Guatemala, reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th century AD. The Maya excelled at agriculture, pottery, hieroglyph writing, calendar making, and mathematics, and left behind an astonishing amount of impressive architecture and symbolic artwork. Most of the great stone cities of the Maya, however, were abandoned by 900 AD. Dear students, now in this paragraph, you need to try to understand yourselves because it is a reading task, okay? So, you can see there are 2 highlighted words. These words might be unfamiliar to you, okay? So, can you guess the meaning of this first highlighted word, excelled? What does it mean? You just try, you just guess in this context and you can tell me. Have you got it? Okay, don't worry, I am here to support you. Now, the meaning of excelled is was very good, okay? See, you can understand. The Maya was very good at agriculture, pottery, hieroglyph, writing. So very good, okay? Dear students, I want to suggest you to write the words meanings in your notebook. Have you written it? Good. The next word we have is hieroglyph. What does it mean? It's a completely new word to you, So have you guessed it? Now you can tell me. I just want to hear you. Okay, the meaning of hieroglyph is a stylized picture of an object representing a word, syllable, or sound as found in ancient Egyptian and certain other writing systems. Okay, so at the same time, you have to write it down in your notebook. Have you done it? Good job. If so, I have a question for you. Now you have to tell me correctly. Okay, the question is, when did the Maya civilization reach its height? Can you tell me? Where do you find its answer in this paragraph? In which line? Okay, you can tell me now. Okay, now you can check with me whether you are right or wrong. See, the options we have are 6th century AD, 9th century AD, 250 AD. Which one is the correct one? Now, you can find this answer in this line. See, I am underlining here 6th century AD, and you can see this line. Let me read. The Maya Empire, centered in the tropical lowlands of what is now Guatemala, reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th. Now, you can see another word here, reach the peak, okay? So, it means that height. So, have you got it? I hope you can surely tell me this answer right now. So, what is it? Okay, you are right. It is 6th century AD. Well done, my dear students. Now, I want to move to the next paragraph. And this is, so what do you see there again? Yes, picture. And what is it about? Let me read once again. And you can read with me together, okay? The Maya civilization was one of the most dominant indigenous societies of Mesoamerica, present Mexico and Central America. Unlike other scattered indigenous populations of Mesoamerica, the Maya were centered in one geographical block covering all of the Yucatan Peninsula and modern-day Guatemala, Belize, and parts of the Mexican states of Tabasco and Chiapas, and the western part of Honduras and El Salvador. This concentration showed that the Maya remained relatively secure from invasion by other Mesoamerican peoples. Okay, I hope you might have got some information from this paragraph. And dear students, again we have some unfamiliar words in this paragraph. Let's discuss. So we have the word dominant, D-O-M-I-N-A-N-T, dominant. So what does it mean? You can guess in this context. Have you got it? Okay, check with me. The meaning of the word dominant is having power and influence over others. Okay, so at the same time, please note it down in your exercise book. Next word we have is concentration, C-O-N-C-E-N-T-R-A-T-I-O-N, concentration. So what does it mean again? Okay, let me tell you the meaning. A close gathering of people or things. Now we have one more word here, invasion, I-N-V-A-S-I-O-N, invasion. What does it mean? Yes, you are right now. It means an incursion by a large number of people or things into a place or sphere of activity. Have you got it? Okay, now again I have another question. Dear students, I have brought these questions from your exercise section after this reading text, okay? So we are trying to practice while reading activity. Are you clear? Okay. So now the question for you is, why were the Mayas unlikely to be invaded by the Mesoamericans? So you can search this information in this paragraph. Where is it? Have you found it? Okay, now I want to show you, you can find this information here. Look at, Maya were centered in one geographical block covering all of the Yucatan Peninsula and modern-day Guatemala. So you can find, why were the Mayas unlikely to be invaded by the Mesoamericans? Here centered means being together, okay, to be more powerful. So what can be the answer? They had scattered to many places. They were concentrated in a particular area. They lived together with their relatives. So what can be the correct answer here? Okay, dear students, the right answer is they were concentrated in a particular area. Have you got it? Well done. If so, we have again another paragraph. Okay, and let me read once again. And you also read with me. The Maya lived in 3 separate sub-areas with distinct environmental and cultural differences. The northern Maya lowlands on the Yucatan Peninsula, the southern lowlands in the Petén district of northern Guatemala, and adjacent portions of Mexico, Belize, and western Honduras, and the southern Maya highlands in the mountainous region of southern Guatemala. Most famously, the Maya of the southern lowland region reached their peak during the classic period of Maya civilization, 250 AD to 900, and built the great stone cities and monuments that have fascinated explorers and scholars of the region. Have you finished reading with me? Good job. Again, we are going to talk about some unfamiliar words. What are the unfamiliar words for you in this paragraph? Oh yes, then let's talk about monuments. M-O-N-U-M-E-N-T-S, monuments. So what does it mean here? Okay, tell me once again. Yes, you are right. The meaning of this word is a statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a notable person or event. Okay, for example, if you have seen Rani Pokhari, that can be taken as a monument, you know. So let's say Taj Mahal. These are the example of monuments. Have you got the idea? Good. Next, we have fascinated. F-A-S-C-I-N-A-T-E-D, fascinated. So what does it mean? Okay, let me show you. Fascinated means strongly attracted and interested. Okay, so have you noted down in your exercise book? Good job. If so, now again I have a question for you, and the question is, what has fascinated researchers about the Mayas from the southern lowlands? So where do you find this answer? First you find out the line, you locate the information. Have you got it? And we have the options. The options are the stone cities, the cultural differences, and the pyramid buildings. So which one is the correct one? Okay, let me show you the right answer from where I have picked it out, okay, the information. So we can find this, the great stone cities and monuments that have fascinated explorers. See, attracted, explorers were attracted. It means that you can find here. So your answer should be undoubtedly the stone cities. So this is how you have to link up your questions with the information in the text. Have you got me? Good. If so, let me take you to another paragraph, that is 4th paragraph, okay? Again, I want to read the paragraph and you should also read me together, and at the same time you try to get the information. So let's start. The earliest Maya settlements date to around 1800 BC. The earliest Maya were agricultural, growing crops such as corn, beans, squash, and cassava. About 300 BC, Maya farmers began to expand their presence both in the highland and lowland regions. The Middle Preclassic period also saw the rise of the first major Mesoamerican civilization. The Olmecs, like other Mesoamerican peoples, the Maya derived a number of religious and cultural traits, as well as their number system and their famous calendar from the Olmec. In addition to agriculture, the Preclassic Maya also displayed more advanced cultural traits like pyramid building, city construction, and the inscribing of stone monuments. So, have you finished reading with me, dear students? If so, you are good at reading. Okay? Now, again we have some unfamiliar words here. Let's talk them. Now, traits, T-R-A-I-T-S, traits. What does it mean in this text? You just try to guess the meaning. Now tell me. Okay, you are right. Traits means qualities, features, characteristics, Good job. Now we have another word, that is pyramid building. So what does it mean? Yes, you are right. Pyramid making, See, this is an example. This is a picture of pyramid and pyramid making. And in that time, Mayas were able to make this type of construction. Great, So, have you got the idea? Pyramid building, pyramid making, okay? And another word we have is inscribing, inscribing. So, what does it mean? Now, it means, let me show you, writing or carving words or symbols on something, especially as a formal or permanent record, okay? So, you people might have written something on a stone. So, if you have been to Changunarayan or any cultural or historical place, you can find their stone, or we can say abhilekh type of thing, dhunga or tamrapatrama written something. Is it clear to you? Good job. And have you written these meanings in your notebook? Yes, good job. If so, now I want to take you to another paragraph again. That is the 5th paragraph of this text, the Maya Empire. So let's start reading then. The classic period, which began around 250 AD, was the golden age of the Maya Empire. Classic Maya civilization grew to some 40 cities. Each city held a population of between 5,000 and 50,000 people. And its peak, the Maya population have reached 20 lakhs. Okay, excavations of Maya sites have unearthed plazas, palaces, temples, and pyramids, as well as courts for playing the ball games that were ritually and politically significant to Maya culture. Maya cities were surrounded and supported by a large population of farmers. Now, in this paragraph, you can find the population growth of Maya. Up to 20 lakhs, dear students, from say 5,000, 50,000. This is how in some 40 cities. Okay. Not only that much, they constructed so many things like plazas, palaces, temples, pyramids, and they got it, excavations, digging out. Now, based on this idea, again, we are going to talk about the unfamiliar words. So, the first word here we have is golden, G-O-L-D-E-N, golden. So, what does it mean? I think it's very easy for you. So, what does it mean? Okay, tell me once again. Oh yes, you are right, and the correct meaning of golden is colored or shining like gold. Golden age means this age was very much successful age for the Mayas, They developed so many things, okay. Next word we have is excavations, E-X-C-A-V-A-T-I-O-N-S, excavations. So what does it mean? I think you might have got a signal that I have already told you. So what is it? Okay, let me tell you the meaning. It is digging up. So getting something from under the soil. Okay, this is what we call excavation. Now another word we have is unearth. So what does it mean? Okay, it may be difficult for you. Now don't worry, I am here to support you. And the correct meaning of this word is found something in the ground by digging, okay, like plazas, palaces, temples, pyramids, So this is what. Dear students, now again I have one more questions related to this paragraph and you have to find out the answer from the options, okay. So the question for you is, Which period of the Maya civilization is considered the golden age? Now you have to find out the period of different periods, during this Maya empire, and you have to find out which one is the old golden age. Okay, so where do you find it? Have you located the information in the text? Where is it? Oh yes, you are right, it is in the first line. And can you tell me the word or phrase that gives us information for this question? Okay, let me check. That is, the classic period, which began around 250 AD, was the golden age. See, so from here, without any confusion, you can find the correct answer. So our correct answer among these three options, the medieval period, the classic period, the pre-classic period, which one is? Yes, you are absolutely correct. That is, the classic period is known as the golden age of Maya's empire. Okay, dear students, you are doing a good job. Okay, now again let's do something in another paragraph, and it is the sixth paragraph. So have you got it? Good. If so, let's read it together. The Maya were deeply religious and worshipped various gods related to nature, including the gods of the sun, the moon, rain and corn. At the top of Maya society were the kings, who claimed to be related to gods and followed a hereditary succession. They were thought to serve as a mediators between the gods and people on earth, and perform the elaborate religious ceremonies and rituals so important to the Maya culture. The classic Maya built many of their temples and palaces in a stepped pyramid shape, decorating them with elaborate reliefs of inscriptions. These structures have earned the Maya their reputation as the great artists of Mesoamerica. Guided by their religious ritual, the Maya also made significant advances in mathematics and astronomy, including the use of the zero and the development of a complex calendar system based on 365 days. Though early researchers concluded that the Maya were a peaceful society of priests and scribes, later evidence, including a thorough examination of the artwork and inscriptions on their temple walls, showed the less peaceful side of Maya culture, including the war between rival Mayan city-states and the importance of torture and human sacrifice to their religious ritual. So it looks quite a long paragraph, but also I hope you might have got some information. And dear students, don't worry, at the same time, to get more and more information, okay, at least if you can get one information at your one reading, that's great. You have done a good job, so don't worry. Okay, so if you want to get more information, then you can read for twice, read for thrice, many times you can read. Okay, so here are many unfamiliar words. For example, succession, mediators, elaborate, reputation, mathematics, astronomy, thorough, scribes, torture, sacrifice. Dear students, you can make your guess of these words' meanings in this context. Now, it may take a long time, so in your free time, even you can consult your dictionary, okay? Now, I just like to give you the meanings of these words. Succession, you can write it down in your notebook. A number of people or things of a similar kind following one after the other. Okay. Next we have mediators, means middlemen who play the role between some things two, Okay. Dear students, we have another word, and that is, yes, you are right, elaborate. And what does it mean? Yes, detail. And another word we have after elaborate is reputation. I think you might have frequently heard this word. So what does it mean? Yes, you are right. Reputation means a widespread belief that someone or something has a particular characteristic. And another word we have is mathematics. Oh, quite easy for you. So what does it mean? Anyway, let me tell you the meaning. the abstract science of number, quantity, and space either as abstract concepts. Okay. After that one, we have another word again, astronomy. What does it mean? You might have heard, but difficult to know the meaning, So it means the branch of science that deals with the physical universe as a whole. Another word we have is scribes. So what does it mean? Oh, it may be difficult for you, but don't worry. I am telling you the meaning of this word, scribes. So what does it mean? Yes, it means people who copy the documents. Okay. Dear students, we have another word after scribes. And can you tell me the word? Yes, you are right. The word is thorough. So thorough means detail. Okay. And again, we have some more words. After thorough, we have another word. So what is it? Oh yes, this is torture. Torture, torture. What does it mean? I think you might have been familiar with this word. And the meaning of this word is, yes, you are absolutely correct. That is abuse or mistreat, or you can understand as misbehave also. Okay. Now the last word in this paragraph we have, the word is sacrifice. SACRIFICE, sacrifice. So do you know the meaning of this word? Yes, that is offer or kill. Good job. Now we have again some more paragraphs, and that is 7th paragraph, and it's a short one. Okay. Dear students, let's read together. From the late 8th through the end of the 9th century, something unknown happened to shake the Maya civilization to its foundations. One by one, the classic cities in the southern lowlands were abandoned, and by 900 AD, Maya civilization in that region had collapsed. The reason for this mysterious decline is unknown, though scholars have developed several competing theories. Some believe that by the 9th century, the Maya had exhausted the environment around them to the point that it could no longer sustain a very large population. So have you finished reading? Yes, now you are good at reading. Okay. So let's discuss the meanings of some unfamiliar words. So what are the unfamiliar words for you here? Well, so we are going to talk, the first one is foundations. FOUNDATIONS, foundations. So simply you can understand as starting points. Okay. Next we have is collapsed. COLLAPSED, collapsed. So what does it mean? You might have frequently heard this word. Oh, you are right. The meaning of collapsed is fallen down, or you can understand as damaged, destroyed. Okay. So another word we have is exhausted. EXHAUSTED, exhausted. So what does it mean? Okay, without any late, I want to show you the meaning of this word, very tired. Okay, Maya had exhausted the environment around them. Simple word. Okay, in the context, you can find a slightly different meaning. So now we are in the last paragraph of this text. So without any delay, let's read it with me. The Maya scholars argue that constant warfare among competing city-states led the complicated military, family and trade alliances between them to break down, along with the traditional system of dynastic power. As the stature of the holy lords diminished, their complex traditions of rituals and ceremonies dissolved into chaos. Finally, some catastrophic environmental changes like an extremely long, intense period of drought may have wiped out the classic Maya civilization. Drought would have hit cities like Tikal, where rainwater was necessary for drinking as well as for crop irrigation. All three of these factors may have played a part in the downfall of the Maya in the southern lowlands. Dear students, now I just like to give you the task to find out the meanings of these unfamiliar words consulting your one dictionary. Okay. So now If you can, I just like to ask you a question from this paragraph. Let's try. So the question for you is, according to scholars, which of the following is not the cause of Maya downfall? So is it environmental exhaustion or internal warfare or foreign invasion? Which one is the correct one? So you can find, say, competing city means you can find internal warfare. Okay. Next you can find here environmental changes like an extremely long. It means that this is not the answer. Okay. So foreign invasion we have to choose here. So our right answer is foreign invasion. So have you done it? Good. If so, now we have a task, that is match the following words from the text with their meanings, and the words are given here: drought, exile, hieroglyph, dominant, concentration, invasion, excavation. Okay. Now which one is the correct word for drought? Okay, whether you are right or wrong, check with me. A long period of time when there is little or no rain. Okay. Now another word we have is exile. So what is the correct meaning that you have to match with? What is it? Okay, let me check whether you are right or wrong. So are you right? To be very good at doing something. Very good. Well done. Now I want to do one more, okay? And rest of the ones you have to do at your homework as your task, okay? So next one is hieroglyph. What does it mean? Now match it. Okay, which one is the correct meaning here? Okay, dear students, let me show you whether you are right or wrong. A picture representing a word, syllable or sound. Okay. Dear students, now rest of the words and meanings you have to match at your home as your homework. Okay. Dominant, concentration, invasion and excavation. Is it clear to you? Now we have another task, that is find the words in the text and fill in the crossword puzzle. Dear students, we are going to do another task, and you might have already written down the words meanings. You might have understood the words meanings according to the text. Now you have to do an interesting task, and this is crossword puzzle. Okay. So here you can see, find the words in the text and fill in the crossword puzzle. So the first word we are going to across, and the meaning we have is people who follow each other in time or order. So which one is the correct one? The word you have to find out. So what is the word that we have to fill here? To. Now we have to write down here. Now you just tell me the spellings of the words, and I just want to write down here. Okay. So what is the correct word first? Yes, you are right. The word is succession. And what's the spelling? S-U, then what? S-U-C-C-E-S-S-I-O-N. Succession. So you are right. Have you written it? Good. Now next we have for a loss of power, prosperity or status. So what is the correct word for it? See, you have to write down here. So what is the correct word? Yes, you are right again. The word is downfall. And what is the spelling? D and then D-O, you are right, W-N-F-A-L-L, downfall. Okay. Now again I have made a slight change here. So suffering, you may not find it in your book. Okay. So what is the correct word for suffering here? You have to look at this 5. What can be the word? Yes, the word is torture. And what's the spelling of this word? Yes, you are right. T-O-R-T-U-R-E, torture. Okay. Dear students, like this, you have to do rest ones. For example, you have to find out the word for a union or association formed for mutual benefit across, okay? And for downwards, complete disorder and confusion. Next, very complicated and detailed. Next, to use all of something so that there is none left. So can you do it at your home? Good job. After this, again we have another task, and I just like to show you example, okay? So the task is match the paragraph numbers with respective information. So there are 8 paragraphs in this text, and then each paragraph has one specific information that gives the conclusion of that paragraph, gist of the paragraph, okay? So for example, the first paragraph, does it give us the gist of occupation of the earliest Maya society, or number of people in the Maya civilization, or achievement by the Maya civilization in different sectors, or places where the Mayans lived, or categories of the places where the Mayans lived, or spirituality of the Mayan people? And again we have fights with the neighboring states as the possible cause of downfall, and time when the downfall of the Maya civilization started. Which one is the main gist of the first paragraph? Can you tell me now? Okay, I just want to show you examples. See, it is achievement by the Maya civilization in different sectors, okay, like agriculture, pottery, and some more. This is how you have to find out the gist of each paragraph and match it at your home. Is it clear to you? Good. If so, now finally we come to the end of our today's class, and we are going to wrap it up with a task for you, and this is your home assignment. And the home assignment for you is, why is the study of history important to us? Prepare a mind map of your thoughts and discuss with your friends. So you have to find out the importance of studying history. So what ideas you get in your mind, just write it down in a sheet of paper, make mind map, okay, with different words, and then you can discuss with your friends. Is it clear to you? Good job. Dear students, I hope you might have got clear idea to do comprehension task, and at the same time you might have got the information of Maya Empire. So it's all for today. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.